Hello. How's everybody doing today? My name's Quentin. I'm an alcoholic, and I'll be talking to you real quick about my journey in about 5 minutes with alcohol and how dangerous it is despite the social acceptance and the norms of it. I started drinking around when I was like 16, 17 years old, somewhere around there. Started working at a factory, hung out with some friends, got invited to go out to eat, had a few beers, caught a buzz. I would say immediately then I got addicted. It wasn't 2 years later I had a DUI. You fast forward a couple years later after that, I've had PIs. I've had up to 7. I've had 7 overdoses, 2 of which I was on life support. I've been homeless. I've lived on people's couches, jumped from house to house, all while my parents had a safe home for me to be at. I mean, they didn't always want me to be there, but I drank to try to treat my anxiety because I'm a very high-strung person. I tried to run from my problems, my responsibilities. Life was too much for me, as it is a lot of people, but it was so much to the fact that I had to find a way to treat it. And before I had seen the doctor, I used alcohol, and then I had gotten prescribed Xanax and stuff. I OD'd on it. They took it away from me. So you're probably on here wondering, how did you quit? Well, one day, in a really deep binge, I met the love of my life and my wife, Lindsay Walker. And she got to see the tail end of a binge. It was pretty rough. But she didn't stop me. She even gave me an ultimatum one day, like, I'm leaving if you don't quit. It wasn't until one day it was where I was buying enough for 2 days worth that it became a real big problem. And I had done this before, but it was in 2021. I had a divorce that year and everything. I'd been through a lot, lived with some people in Clarksville until I was able to get back to my parents' house. But it was in like December, I think, and I was buying like 4 or 5 pints a day. And I went to my usual liquor store in Hoptown, Charlie's Liquors, for anybody that's wanting to know. And I had picked up 5 pints. So you got to think, I'm drinking 2, 2.5, 3, and then have a couple pints for the next day to be able to get to 3, 4, 5 more. But my dad just happened to pull in and follow me home. And it was the first time in my life I was actually kind of happy to be caught, because I was so caught up in this cycle, I can't get out of it. I wanted to quit. It's just, most people know that's been through it. You can want to quit, but it's dangerous to come off, man. I've had DT where I sweat, shake, hallucinate, all of that. Now, how do I stay sober? I am now over 19 months sober. I do not boast in this. Because I know any day I could mess up. And it's not that I would try to mess up. I just know that the problem with life is that it's daily. And you can try to cope for so long, but sometimes people break. And I hope anybody that's watching here, if you do break, still don't give up. Keep pushing forward. Doesn't matter what anybody says about you or towards you. Keep pushing, man. How did I quit? I had to put legs on my want to. So you can want to all day, but until you say, hey, I'm going to step away from it, no matter if it kills me. You have to realize, if it kills me, I'm stepping away from it. And then just keep following those steps, whether you can get in an AA, a 12-step program, or rehab. I prefer not to go down the rehab route because I've been down it. It's horrible. If you can do it by yourself, if you have to, do it. But get out and then walk away from it. It will hurt and it will suck for a while. And I will tell you the truth, I'm 19 months sober, over 1.5 years sober, and I still struggle to this day. Sometimes it haunts me and I still think about drinking. Hold to the truth that is sobriety. Hold with all your might. Because I guarantee you, one day for us, it will get better. And it's one day at a time. Thanks for listening. My name's Quentin Walker. Have a good day.